You want to know how many square works there are? I'll pull them up on my square and show you. I was watching on the TV, and I said, in the live slapped, I said, I'm leaving, y'all are causing shit. I didn't dox. No. Wolfsec, you're really going to say that I doxed somebody? Wolfsec, seriously. Here, I'm going to pull up all the copied accounts they've got of me that's in my block list. They have multiple accounts. I'm not mad I got blocked. Enlightened, I see what you're doing, dude. Enlightened is doing this shit because he wants to be the victim. I didn't dox you, Enlightened. Show me the account that said it, the screenshot, and do you got proof going to that channel and verifying that it was mine and had my subs? No, you don't. Because it wasn't me, and you fucking know it. You're lying, you little piece of shit. You're mad because of my reaction from the shit that you tried, that the Workyverse probably told you to say that it was a skit. Knowing damn well if it was a skit or was a skit, I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care. Do you want me to take the video down? But don't be lying and trying to false victim claim that I just doxed you. Everyone knows your name's Jesse. Insanity said it, and I've said Jesse on my stream, but I've never said it in Slap by Slies. My fucking right hand to God, dude. You hold your right hand up and say, before God, that was his account. I swear to God, dude, you're a piece of shit and you deserve whatever happens. And that's not a threat. That's not me threatening you, dude. You are being an asshole. It's got a lot of my videos in there, Wolfsec. Is it my channel, though? Wolfsec, you were in there. You were a mod. You could be able to tell if that was me or not. Somebody else came in there and said, I just want to be loved by y'all. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? I didn't say it. Just like I didn't see the doxing comment made by the impersonator. Because by the time I got back in there, y'all are done saying it was me. And I commented and said it wasn't me. And you know what? They blocked the second one, the real me. Because I think Enlightened Watcher wanted to go with the narrative that I did it. Now, if you didn't Enlightened and you thought it was me, you were wrong. You ain't got to apologize. I understand you're mad my video's still up. I'll fucking take it down. God damn. But I did not dox you. What did I say, Wolfsec? Wolfsec, did I say something? Yeah, my account's been here since 2009. I need a full chat. Because, see, now the chat's too far back. I can't go back up. Vintage Rebel has fucked with me. Andrea Knows has acted like my friend and fucked with me, trying to say I'm a part of the Workyverse. Filthy does not pay me shit. It's not January 6th yet. So, yeah. Don't worry, Fusion and all y'all. You guys aren't ever being mentioned in again. That's why I wasn't live this morning. I only went live. First, I go over to Martin's. I'm supporting his stream. Then I go over to Sly's because I found out Martin blocked me for that bullshit yesterday, which was just me trying to support him. Whatever. I still shared his shit. Then I go over to Slides and say, hey, I'm liked, I'm tuned in. Hey, how everybody? Because I just left No Life Mike's, and I saw the first thing No Life Mike watched this morning was one of my breakdowns. Real respectful. Appreciate that, No Life Mike. Why don't you drive back down here again, motherfucker? I ain't mad at Army or Jen or anything. I'm mad at you, dude. Yeah, I can't tell you what to watch. You goddamn right, but I can unsubscribe and stop talking to you. Fucking pieces of shit. Wolfsec. I had Slap by Sly pulled up right there on that TV. My PS3. You see the YouTube app open. I had my chat up like this. And I was watching. I wasn't live. You know, I was not trying to go live today. If I wanted to go live, I would have went live earlier this morning like I always do. I didn't. I was watching people and trying to take a break from making content and just watch and observe. And I'll be damned if I don't get accused of doxing Enlightened Watcher. Dude, Wolfsec, what are you talking about, dude? You've been compiling all these videos of the Workyverse doing this shit. Are you sus of me now? Do I not need to have you as a mod? Because I thought you were a good mod yesterday and everything, and I thought you were A-okay. And now I go into a chat, and another account. Here, let me show you how many Squarework Medias there are. With the exact same emojis. They just, you know, YouTube doesn't keep them from making extra Squarework Medias. I hope y'all know that. So here, let me just go show you. So Wolfsec, either you got the proof that was my fucking shit for sure, or you don't, bro. But don't be saying you think I did it. Because I didn't get it in time enough, but I for sure saw myself or somebody pretend to be like myself say, I just want you guys to be loved by me. No, the last message I said was, y'all are starting shit. I'm leaving. Anyone will tell you when Square says he's leaving, he's gone. Ask No Life Mike's chat. I left theirs right before I came to yours. I'm not fucking lying. I'm dead eyes. I did not. Why would I want to dox? How would be just saying, first of all, I would not have said him by the first name. I went in that chat first thing saying, someone texted me, and I'm going to show you the text messages right here. Because I bet y'all thought I was making that shit up. Now, y'all want to call me a liar? Fuck that bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck that bullshit. Let's see what we got here. I said, if this is you, Jesse, be in my live. Right here. Back up here. Let me read some of this to you. See that? That was the person pretending to be you that I was trying to just let you fucking know of. So you're aware someone's trying to impersonate you anymore. Hey, I haven't. I only made that one short reaction. So you're really going to call me names now? All I'm saying is don't speak on the skit I did with, you know, anyways, I guess you're ignoring me now. And then I said, you want to team up against them? And I said, what? And he said, I got info on Filthy that nobody knows about. I'm fucking sick of these trolls too. Let's get them all. Our sub count about to go up. Squareverse strong. Who is this? I waited a day or two. Stone Dad. Enlightened. Someone trying to call me and interrupt from showing that they tried impersonating him the other day. And I went to Slap by Slides just to fucking let you know you were being impersonated. And then someone's going to come in there and they're going to say your name and just to get you to automatically block me because you're a mod for her, dude. Did you go to channel and seriously see if it was my channel? Because I'm about to show you right now on window capture how many fucking... Who the fuck keeps calling me? I bet it's somebody that's not supposed to, that I told them stop before. Let's see. 573-335-76 something. Who is this? Huh?
Shut the fuck up, you faggot.
Dude, stop calling me. I'm turning in your accomplices, and they'll give up your name. That's what he don't understand. Your accomplices, yeah, Fusion and MC, you're going to be turned in, because guess what? We got an advocate, buddy. These police are going to have to do their job. So keep it up, filthy. Keep it up. Here he is again calling. Let me decline and let me block that number and watch. In 5 minutes, the motherfucker will call back under a different number. He does it perpetually, not just to me, but to my granddad. I am fucking heated, dude. Slap by Slide just subscribed to me. And I know we're different. We don't understand everything. But Andrea, you keep coming up with this bullshit that I'm fucking a part of them is pissing me off. Because, number one, like, you're just doing it because I said that shit and made the theory that it could have been you that porn blonde me. But I thought, and the way you've been acting here recently, I thought you understood finally that I was saying that it 99% wasn't you. But there was a 1% it could have been you trying to play some reverse psychology shit. And you didn't like that. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking fully honest, Andrea. It's not my fault somebody else used your shit. And got me thinking it was you for a second. Look. Getting another call now. This time it says it's from Indiana. It'll be filthy. Watch. Hello? Huh?
Answer me, fag.
Who is this?
Huh? Huh? Fag.
Who is this motherfucker?
Hey, motherfucker. Are you angry?
Nah, not a bit. Not at you. Stop calling me. Blocked. Yeah, it's all fun and games. Wolfsec, I'm waiting for Wolfsec to come back or whatever. While I do that here, why don't I show y'all how many impersonated accounts they got of me? Oh, I'll stop answering their shit. Don't worry. Putting you back on Do Not Disturb. So even if you do make more numbers, Filthy or whoever that wants to call while this golden opportunity is because I'm live. And I'm just the YouTube fucking play thing to everybody. Let's play with him. Let's talk about his dead mother and stuff. You know. Oh, you better be glad I have self-control. You better be glad. Shut the fuck up. And then Andrea gonna say, oh, he's with them. Yeah, I'm with the people that have been fucking terrorizing me for the last 6 months. You, wow, Andrea, that's some next level Alex Jones shit right there. Maybe Alex Jones has got a fucking new... I'm sure he needs some new workers with that fucking lawsuit. He'd be good at making propaganda for the shit. Because even Alex Jones, and even I'm smart enough to know that Alex Jones does stretch things. It's just his whole nature of his show. Hey, Iceman. For Iceman, you were... that ain't the real Iceman. Iceman, I was saddened to see Iceman over there buying into that man, why aren't these trolls getting out of here? Like, where are my mods? like this Martin's daddy character. He's obviously disrespecting Martin, you know, and I ain't got no problem with Martin, so please get him out of here. That ain't the real Iceman, I don't believe. If it is, his underscores aren't long enough. I'm fixing to show clearly how many people have impersonated me because I thought Progressive Patriot done something to me here a while back. And guess what? He didn't. There are other Progressive Patriot accounts. Now, of course, Slap by Sly's going, she don't like Progressive Patriot. That's fine. I ain't got no issue with him. So, here we go. Let's go into the settings. All y'all can see my studio and shit. I don't even like showing this shit. And I gotta be careful about what I show. Because I don't want to accidentally dox anybody. Because everybody loves to accuse me of that. You know, don't you know that all these people know about Moses Heap making the song, calling me Prince of Doxing and all that is propaganda? Like, Wolfsec knows. So, look, here's all my mods. Let it all be known who all my mods are. Dumb Genius, who's also a mod for Slap by Sly. So yeah, I'm going to go over to hers to cause trouble. Really? Wolfsec? Now, let me show you some hidden users. Before I do this, let me make sure that let me find, I can't go through all of my, I'm not going to go through all my block lists for everyone to see. So y'all are going to have to wait until I get the blocked ones I want to show you up. Got to do it for terms of service purposes and everything. Let's see. I know there's a bunch of square works. There's a lot of squares, eyebrow, and shit, and everything else too. Okay, right here. Now I can show you. Right here, as you can see, is the Squareworks Media. It don't say world, but it's media. There'll be another one that's got world. I'm pretty sure I've seen. Hold on. Oh fuck, why don't I just do this? It'd be better off for me just to go to a new YouTube tab, type in Squareworks Media's world, and we can see all the fucking copies that I don't even have blocked. Because whoever did that shit, they probably ain't blocked by me. We'll just do that. Gotta hurry up before they fucking privatize the account. Of course, mine's gonna come up first because I would be the biggest. Squareworks. See, they don't have any subscribers or anything. I'd have to have their exact fucking channel link. You know, or they may have already made it private. These people outthink me, that's for sure. And they've been threatening, like, all of my shit, like, just to show, okay, I'm gonna give up, just to show and prove to Enlightened Watcher, because doing this doesn't help me at all, but I told the other day on my stream, I said, if he set that up really and everything, and that's true, then more power to him. I mean, people didn't say me when I did the same thing with stuff. So I said that if people are believing him that tune in with me, I'm in solidarity. So what I'm going to do as to show that I'm in solidarity, I'm going to my videos, I'm going to my shorts where I laughed at the stuff and talked about you, dude, and I'm taking it off, okay? Here it is right here. Not only am I taking it off, I'm not privatizing it. You're going to watch me delete it. Alright? Delete forever. I understand deleting this is permanent. 413 views, 77% likes. Delete forever. I did that just to show and prove to you. Because trust me, I wouldn't do that if I just went in there and doxed you. So if that ain't enough, then whatever. You know, how is saying someone's first name only doxing anyways? People have said my first name and, you know, it irks me. Sure, I could see how it would irk him, but I've said his first name already before on my streams before. Do you know how many Jessies in the world there are? I don't, but I guarantee it's a shit ton. You went to that channel and it's this channel. What did I say? What did I say, Wolfsec? Because if I just said, like, his first name talking or saying something back to him, maybe they took that as doxing. But I thought y'all was talking about someone came in there and said his full name. And I do not know his full name. Do not. You cannot get it. I can't make it up. I don't know his full name. So, Wolfsec, if you're going to double down and say that I did something... No, I did not, Wolfsec. No, I did not. And now I've got to get rid of you as a... Man, I don't even want to get rid of... Dude, what the fuck are y'all doing to me? What the fuck are y'all doing to me? My full name is the only name that's out there. I wouldn't put someone else's name out there like that. I've only said Mr. Fusion's fucking name. And that because it's public. Because it's on a public video. I did not say anything other... If I even said Jesse, that's all I said. Someone's fucking... Y'all are pulling a troll on me. And this shit ain't cool. This shit ain't cool. I did not say anyone's full name. Yeah, screenshots will prove it. If you've got another account doing it, show it was my fucking full account in the video. I did not say his full name. I put it on my fucking right hand to Jesus Christ Almighty, I didn't. No, I can't hold this shit together, dude. Because I know what the fuck I do in my life and don't do. Checking my fucking... Hopefully I screenshotted everything I said. No, this ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. Stone Dad has been thinking... Enlightened's been thinking that I've been copying his content and everything just because I happen to get AOTV to tell me to use Streamlabs OBS instead of regular OBS, and because I used a similar non-copyrighted song that's one of my favorites. It's not copying you, dude. Someone's got my channel copied. I'm not fucking lying. I don't even know Jesse's full name. Jesse Pinkman. Jesse, Hooligan Schwartz. I don't know his name. Just like I don't know Filthy Animal's fucking name. I've never lied to you guys. And if I did, I came out later and I told you. And since then, I said, no, I'm not doing that no more. I'm just keeping it 100. That was months ago. People make me feel like I'm not a man. Because I have feeling. I don't know why I'm more emotional. I do know why I'm neurotic. And I have mental health issues. And I didn't ever want to bring them all out.
People have to keep fucking with me. Offline or online. I can't even go and relax in a chat and talk to people without this shit. I promise it wasn't me, Wolfsack. God damn. Oh, I'm not. Wow. Watch how fast he subscribed. No. I thought they had got me to a point where I couldn't cry about any shit anymore, but I was wrong. I believe it, what Whoopsek just said, because they come in here like Jaw, they've been blocked, and they've got a program that lets, because I've been in the whole chat, and I've seen no one ever unhid the person, and they can keep coming in. They got tools to fucking hack and manipulate this shit. That's why I've been trying to advocate that YouTube needs to totally revamp what the word block or hide means on their platform. And make it count with community posts, tagging, etc., etc. If I do calm down, Brandy, it's because he just told me that they can copy my account. I guess now, Brandy, you're going to say something like else like Andrew, like Wolfsec now must be part of the working, but you know, dude, these people have watched me get fucked with and thought things were true that weren't true, and had the cops sent to my house, had my grandfather bothered, my family doxxed. I've been doxxed in the full sense of the word, which is maliciously and with all your information. I don't even go into people's chats and say people's names. You know the times where I did accidentally dox people, though, for real? I showed Instagram accidentally on my stream. I showed a Facebook before on my stream with a woman. I didn't mean to do any of that shit, and they've never believed it. They never are gonna believe it, because it's not their directive to. And that same woman that I first made that mistake with, she's just called me a beta back bitch and said I was the mistake and everything after pretending and trying to pretend like she was trying to help me after the doxing. Accidental doxing. It's doxing. It doesn't matter if you do it accidentally. It doesn't matter. And that's what I get. They wanted me to realize, and I understood, is it don't matter if it's accidental. You can't do that shit. Because people have families and stuff. And you never know when someone's watching that's not part of your group or something, or part of your audience, that can then get it and then do terrible things with it. And so I swear to God, with that on my mind and everything, I did not do this shit. I just want to be believed. I'm not believed. I want people to know. Dude, You make like this problem isn't big. This is a big problem when you have 2, 3 monetized channels and a bunch of other smaller channels all banded together to go after you constantly day after day after day after day with different fucking techniques and different methods of trying to alienate me from any other allies or friends I can make. That's what this shit is about. And you say it's no big problem? Yeah, maybe in the grand scheme of things it's not, but it's psychologically, it's too much for me. And I don't know why people, when I first told them that I'm not trying to troll or be a doxer or anything like that, why they don't just take my word. I mean, I can understand you being suspicious and keeping your eye on me, and I guarantee if these people had kept their just eye on me and never done any of this shit, half of this shit that happened accidentally that I did, it wouldn't have even happened. But I'm not blaming them. It's still my fault for fucking those shitty ass streams and those mistakes. It's my fault. It's not theirs. Even though they put all this pressure and shit on me, I recognize that it's my fault. And I've never shrunken from that accountability. These people, you guys say it's not a problem. These people have been trying to get me put into jail and shit. What are you talking about? They've tried to get me to think and get into a mind state that I did almost 3 years ago. 11 days to the fucking date. Iceman, you're not blocked if that's the real you. I gotta make a phone call, okay? Y'all excuse me a second. I gotta confirm my doctor appointment. Hell, I don't fucking care if y'all listen. Just won't put it on speaker. These people have caused enough pressure and stuff on me. I don't think people understand, and I'm not even gonna understand the effects it's gonna have on me for the rest of my life. This might be me. I wish he was here during this. She'd know exactly what to tell me. Guess they're not back from being lunch yet. That's what these people like Martin and them don't understand. These other YouTubers that think I'm sorry. I'm sorry a weirdo like me exists. That I have feelings and that I don't like to be bullied and made fun of. I'm sorry.
Cashville has did lots of questionable shit. Yes, he has.
Martin's had a few words to say about you, Slap by Sly. I'm
Why do you care
wondering
what I
about
think
you.
about Cashville? Who cares about him? He's irrelevant. Dana Hall, the Kick Kills. Are you his bodyguard? Go get him. Tell him to come defend himself, right? I mean, why are you speaking for somebody else? Get out of here. Scooter has now taken over the days and the day as taking over the day as per usual. Trisha, Cashville went.
I don't like this. I haven't taken over the day. They just used me to fucking dox Enlighten, and now they've got Enlighten mad at me, and he's gonna come. You know, this is what they do. Nobody, everyone's gonna end up abandoning me and thinking I'm lying. And that's why I got worried about Andrea. Andrea, I'm gonna take down the post I made about you here. I don't know what to do to get these people to believe me. I wish I had some more of that. I used all my chill pills. Have to roll something up. There. I've ruined that handkerchief. My grandpa had to go to the doctor today for his appointment, so I'm at home alone. So don't let anyone try to say, oh, he's making all this noise and upsetting his grandpa. Like, my grandpa's not home. If I heard him come home, I would end this stream. Because you guys have been calling him so much that even he he's ready to get these people just to do something about this. And you're not going to like it, Mr. Fusion, when you get your local police coming to you to question you, or hate how questioning you or whatever. You're not going to like it. You keep it up. I told people I'm a citizen, I'm not an outlaw, I don't threaten violence, I don't threaten anything, but if you come at me and do me harm and try to wrong me and harass or any of this troll shit, hacking shit, I'm gonna turn your ass in. You can call me a snitch till the fucking crowds come home. I don't give a shit. You know, people that are worried about being called snitches, People that that have been to jail in and out before and stuff. Yeah, I've been to jail. I know you don't snitch if you're actively doing bad things, but when people are actively doing bad things to someone in the community, whatever, and you see it, you don't tape it, film it, or keep walking and shut up. You do something about it. Like those people that trampled that guy, the people sitting there filming that lady in Pennsylvania, it's all sick shit. Watching videotapes of fights and not trying to stop the fight. I mean, this shit's been going on for a long time. It's just coming to a head more and more each year. It's getting more and more to a personal level each year as it goes by. Trying to say that someone made me crazy. No. If this person hadn't came into my life and that I've spoke so highly about before in live streams and stuff, I would have never... I probably wouldn't be on the street or in jail. I wouldn't be half as together as I am. Y'all watch this video. It's old, I know. It's the information that counts.
Okay, we have with us today Julian Nettles Bay, a health and nutrition expert. I just have one question that's really been bothering me. Julian, can you just tell me, as I look out there at people, I can realize something has happened. Over the last 50 years, something has gone wrong. Julian, what has happened, and what do you think people need to do to really experience good health?
Okay, the first thing that we must realize is that we do not eat real food. More and more, all of the nutrition that we have are mutants, which means their carbon compound is not structured properly with cell salts, electrolytes, and all of this to give the body the nutrition it needs that one would get out of things that grow in nature that are wildcrafted and what have you.
So let me get this right. None of the food, or most of the food that we eat, is not even real food.
Absolutely. It is something that has been made up in a lab, and it's affecting us all kinds of ways. First of all, you must realize that it's genetically engineered. And when it's genetically engineered, nature in its divine order put together food that have the right proteins and the right minerals, combination to work together to go into the system and manufacture what we need.
Well, where could you get that kind of food?
Well, we've been over the last 12, 14, 15 years bringing together different people with different...
And I know y'all noticed the name stuff in the background. And you're gonna say, yeah, all that, yeah, you just pushing numerology. No, that's deeper than numerology. That's abcleology, Bubba.
Supplements as well as food combination that will enable us to do what's necessary for its consumption goal, to receive the type of benefits we need from having the proper nutrition. And it's certainly not these supplements. You'll find nothing in nature about the supplements of vitamins and minerals and that type of thing, which some of them are natural, of course, but others are simply man-made. And when you get all these minerals and vitamins, you may find that your stool and urine change because your body really isn't even absorbing them.
Yeah.
Everything in nature is designed in a way that there are a carbon compound there that has the right elements in it to make the body be able to use it properly. And once it's taken out of that combination, then the body is not using it properly.
Now, what sort of products have you and your people, your group, put together that can really help people out of this situation?
We're working on one, and we have. People say I literally.
You live on that. I've heard you live on that.
Right, because it has every vitamin, every mineral, every electrolyte, every cell salt that the body needs.
So what do? You put it in a glass? You put it on top of other food, or?
I either put it in a glass of water, and I use clustered water, but that's another story.
Okay.
Or I mix it into a smoothie. That way, because it's all wild crafted, and see, wild food are much stronger, and we have to have an adjusted taste.
Okay,
to
uh-huh.
wild food, because we're used to eating mutants that have little or no taste at all.
Okay.
You know, when I was growing up, a strawberry was about like this size and real sweet.
Yeah.
Now it's about like this size. Do good if you find any real strawberry taste or smell in it.
Okay.
Because it's mutinized.
Yes.
It has been, the real aspect of it has been destroyed. And certainly we're more and more working to bring to the market both this product and other products that are real food that you can utilize in your consumption. And so if you get in touch with any of our people, they will be glad to lead you to this product and how to get it.
Now, also, if you've got another product over there that can help me get out of trouble, if I've been doing this for a long time.
Oh, yes.
And
yeah. Right in my lap.
Yeah, okay. What do you got there?
This is a combination of 40 different herbs.
And I've used this product, both products.
They're designed to do basically 4 things.
Okay.
Clean your upper colon, clean your lower colon.
Because we don't realize, people, that you have 5 to 15 pounds, general human, of undigested fecal matter in your, I don't know if it's the lower or upper colon, but it's all in your intestinal tract, and the body suspends it, holding within 50, I forgot the exact number, how many pounds of water in suspension, that dead fecal matter in suspension, so that it doesn't kill you, literally. And people wonder why, as you start getting older, people looking like they're pregnant and bloated. That, you know, it happens to everybody, guys. It doesn't matter if they follow the standard American diet or whatever. And this is why. And this ain't really related to the stuff I first started getting on here and talk about, but I wanted to share it because this is somebody I actually knew in person, got to meet.
Get rid of the parasites and the mucus in the body.
So that's a colon cleanse.
Like, you would not believe. Like, I have taken that and you done it, and you would not believe the stuff that I saw that had accumulated from since I've been born and whatever. Like, I had no idea that there was that much time, because, and I'm not trying, disclaimer, this may be a little gross or, you know, whatever, but you literally, nobody, you guys really don't know how much is sitting in that colon.
Right.
Okay.
Well, not just a colon cleanse, but it also have herbs in it that is known for purifying various glands, organs, and tissues in the body.
From all the fast food and shit, just imagine.
Oh, okay.
And also get rid of the mucus buildup that's in the body.
Yeah, the mucus buildup is a sign of disease. You know, there's a lot of books about the mucus diet, healing system, and everything else that talks about how mucus, you know.
Okay.
So it does all 4 of those things.
Okay. All right. Now, you mentioned something a minute ago, and I know you can mention the price if you want to, but you mentioned clustered water. Now, I've heard of different kinds of water, healthy water, dead water, congregant water, different water. Tell me about this clustered water that you're talking about.
The clustered water, and I'm not really the authority on that, but let me tell you what I know and have seen happen. I've seen people go and buy machines costing around $4,000.
Yeah, I know the
and
ones.
they're my biggest customers now in clustered water.
Really?
So clustered water is more of a structural, instead of H2O is 12O6, a vibratory with an oxygen rating in it that is extremely high. You can literally put the water in your mouth and feel.
Yeah, instead of H2O, it's H12O6 water. And
how light it is, how oxygen.
Oh, really?
yeah, it's very light and oxygenized water. When you drink it, you literally feel it going I'll open that back up. You can literally, guys, feel it going down through your throat, spreading out through your chest, and then in your, like, you can, it feels it when you drink it. It's not like when you drink normal water that goes straight down to your stomach. This stuff goes into you like more. That's the only way I know how to describe it. And the only way to get clustered water would be from, rest in peace, the person that invented it is not alive anymore, but his wife and friends and them still carry it on. And I may put the link out there. I haven't wanted to share this with people because I don't want the people that are watching me that don't like me and hate me to get this info. Because if any of them are smart, you know, like you know, that they could learn it on their own, but I didn't want to give, but I do want to give this out to people. I do want people to hear it, and people may say that's bonkers, that's bullshit. I'm not giving up meat. Hey, I haven't been able to give up meat either. All I know is that by switching from eating just 3 cooked meals a day to 1 cooked meal or 1 live meal, breakfast, a small cooked something for lunch, and then maybe dinner, I have seen a major change and improvement in my health. And I have been on fast and days where I didn't eat anything but raw stuff, and I can tell you I definitely noticed the difference, but it is hard as hell. That's all I'm saying for now.
Videos and that type of thing. So you don't even have to ask nobody.
So your body can absorb the water
Right.
and can actually use it.
But more importantly, it cleans and clears out blockages throughout the body. I got introduced to this by one person, and I didn't do anything about it, but I went out and found somebody who told me that their aunt had used this cluster water over a 3-month period and went from not talking, not remembering anything, to talking too much and remembering everything.
I think I need some of that. Oh,
So,
man.
And you're talking about the fact that, as far as I understand, that much of the water we get does not get into the cellular structure properly, and that's what clustered water do. And clustered water carries these oxygen molecules that cleans organs, glands, and tissues out,
okay.
and stimuli the brain, since 80% of the oxygen we use.
Now you've got the clustered water
Yes,
available.
that's another one of the
Now,
processes.
is it like this water that I've heard where it's like carries a charge? Does it like lose its charge after so long? Or?
Evidently not.
Okay.
Because some of the water, I drive around with it for a while, and the people that buy, like I said, they had the machine and bought the water. They bought some water that I had a month or 2.
Okay, all right.
But nowadays I don't have it a month or 2.
Okay.
I do good to keep it in.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
But once they start testifying what it was doing for them,
Okay.
It really took off.
So basically, you're a guy who is helping people find their way back to optimal health by using natural herbs and whole foods and practices that help bring them back to themselves optimally.
Right.
Okay.
You know, it's interesting. The major problems that we have are related to the area of the body or the systems that are in the body that are functionally complete in themselves, but what we do is destroy them with what we consume.
Okay.
And so what we're about is bringing us back to the things that we should consume that rebuilds the organs, glands, and tissues to the point that they can function back the way they used to.
Okay.
And so this is really what we're about, and we're doing it with all natural products, none of the synthetic products, none of the mutagenized products, and that type of thing that we're accustomed to eating, using, and having.
Now, we can put your telephone number and whatnot on this video, but
I'm not releasing it to y'all. Y'all can get it though. And of course, people don't understand good information and stuff or whatever. But I'll show you one more video about it. If you're an indigenous African descendant, like he has opportunities and stuff for you that's better. Like, if like anyone like Dumb Genius, if you see this, I want you to get in contact with this guy, because he could work out and help you with some stuff, I bet. Y'all might even be able to do business. But
Corpulent world going mad.
listen to this. This is really good.
The forgotten foods. Amid the tumult of a corpulent world gone mad, and hooked on the Mickey D's fast food diet and Burger King's all-beef patties laden with dead cow growth hormones, whispers a solitary voice of truth. The Dogon is speaking. Take heed. Down the supermarket aisles of miles and miles of brightly colored produce, all genetically engineered to be pleasing to the eye and stay fresh on the shelf like candy, while cheating the temple, our bodies, of the very sustenance needed for life itself. How dandy. The taunting, haunting specter of the Dogon saunters, pointing out these travesties. Thump, thump, thump. How brightly colored these fresh green peas. A seedless grape or a melon here. Squish, a bloody red and juicy giant strawberry there. Too pretty to be counterfeit? Who cares? Amid the sea of humanity, all awash and crazed from chronic addiction to synthetic nutrition and toxins of debilitating prescription drugs, dysfunctional families all across America and the whole world huddle and cuddle together, watching gratuitous acts of violence being videotaped and beamed up from cell phones on every inner city street corner of America. The Dogon speaks out and brings us this simple, straightforward message on how to save ourselves with real food.
Hi, I'm Julian Nettles Bay, founder and CEO of the Creation and Conservation of Wealth. And I want to tell you about a phenomenal product made by Forgotten Foods. And you know, most foods are forgotten that are real foods. And here's a blend of real foods.
I've used that product a lot of times, many times. I don't have any in stock right now. I got out of it and got back to eating the traditional American way I was raised, but part of me wants to go back to living more like this.
Foods with every vitamin, every cell salt,
Maybe I wouldn't be so depressed and messed up.
every electrolyte that the body needs. Not only that, it has in it what it takes to make us whole. When I say that, it has something for every gland, organ, and tissue, as the body was meant to renew itself every year, or every 9 years. And it has something in it to aid in this process happening. So, if you take one shot of this, you won't have to ask if it's working, because it's real food. No mutants, no what we call genetically engineered food, simply real food that has been forgotten.
Yeah, and one of them things will last you almost like a month worth of smoothies if you make them in the morning and stuff and take them and supplement your diet the rest of the day with like raw fruit, nuts, vegetables, whatever. I ain't checked the comments here. I just hope, I don't know why Stream Element did. I'm just getting back. But I'd like to, I'd like if Enlightened Watcher would come over here man to man and talk to me like, and come on my screen, like I want to tell him 100% to his face that I did not dox him. Well, Brandy, I might be able to share more on it later and do more content on that type of stuff if I can get over this other shit. Excuse my language. It's GMO cookies, Lightfoot, to answer your question.
Well, the news is coming out fast and furious.
What? Dude. The Idaho monster might have been pen pals with BTK, followed the girls for weeks. Holy shit.
Right now, as somebody has been identified as the potential mastermind behind everything that happened in Idaho. And more information keeps pouring out that seems to point to not only this being some sort of well thought out, planned activity, but in the weeks that followed, all sorts of red flags, also a million new questions. If you followed these people for weeks, why did you leave the 2 and only get the other 4?
Like, I don't know why people can't want to be civil. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta stop and make another phone call now that I thought about it. Call from Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, everything else. You guys just keep making up numbers back to back to back. I ought to show all the people the numbers I have from calls from you guys. Why is Tennessee Knucklehead subscribed? Yes, ma'am, I'm trying to confirm my appointment for tomorrow. This is, I'm calling to confirm an appointment. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll make sure to bring my medicine too. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, Faggot, what's going on?
So let me get this straight. Walter, a.k.a. Filthy Animal, a.k.a. Walter Allen, you're calling me again for the 1000th time. You're calling me again for the 1000th time, even...
What's going on with you sucking cock and doxing people this morning?
I don't know what you obviously you did it because you know about it or you're watching it, but somebody impersonated my name.
Little bit. Now, are you and that Watcher dude going to have a bowl of that baggy pudding and fuck each other, or what's going to be going on here? I need to know.
What did you say about Enlightened Watcher?
I said, are you two going to fuck or what?
Why would you say something like that about two guys, dude? Are you fucking always thinking about that? I think you got it on your mind more than you think I got it on mine or his. You're fucking sick and disgusting, and I'll make sure to let him know that you just talk shit about him, just in case you try to double cross and work with him. Fucking piece of shit. Stop calling me, and stop calling my house. Man. I'm glad my grandpa's not here. Anyone home?
I don't think so. Sorry, Brandon. I didn't know I left you out there. I'm sorry. You don't like to be out there when Grandpa's not home. Oh, I'm in here battling the trolls. You know what Daddy does. He battles the trolls even though on days he didn't even want to. Fucking bullshit. What do you mean sorry about Progressive, dude? What are you talking about?
But all right, I'm just gonna rip the fucking band-aid off. Okay, here we go. So when it comes to Square, that's as far as I guess I'll name you. But I'm sure everybody may recall him. He has jumped up on panel. He has tried to share his situation and get as much attention to his plight as possible. Tugged on my sympathy strings quite a bit because I was able to see just the negativity. I got to see the one side, I got to see what he shows. And with, the opportunities he has had, aside from it, I'll never forget the first time he hopped on one of the panels here was when things were still, like I was the new kid on the block and everybody was coming up over here. And he had the audacity at that juncture to throw literal shade and say, because I'm not a woman, I can't seem to get the same attention. So that being overlooked, and it was addressed right in that live. And he also accused other mods and people in my community of
what
was
true.
Happening on your end.
It's fucking true.
Aside, I'm not here to rip every
true.
opportunity to tell me what you were dealing with. Well, you showed me everything you wanted me to see, so I would just stand up for you and take the brunt. And
what? Oh, so they got to him. That's all. For your sake and sobriety. You know Mia's a part of them, right? But that's cool. Like, I did not want to make my enemies your enemies. You said that they would become your enemies.
Seriously, like, okay, Progressive Patriot? Okay. Okay, bro. That's alright. Hey, I'm a member of your thing, and I'm still going to remain a member. I'm not going to stop being a member or anything. If you don't want to be involved, that's cool, bro. But you keep watching me, and I promise you, you will change your mind. You will be like, holy shit, that dude was right. And I'm going to keep supporting you. Because I do share your political, like me and you share a lot of the same views. That's why I started to support you to begin with. Not to manipulate you, but that's exactly what they fed you. They fed you, oh, he's trying to manipulate you, make you get in my fight. Like, Progressive Patriot, you know what you told me. And I will tell you what Progressive said. He said he was going to get people to look at this and to get them to stop going at me. That's all I wanted from him. Because they were doing wrong things. And I guess he's taken upon himself. So what? You just think that I wanted to use you? I'm not clear. I don't watch their stuff because I told them I'm done with them. But they don't stop. And you obviously think ill of me. That's okay. I still support and share common views and stuff with you. All you had to say was, you're not getting involved. Told you about the family. I'm just gonna leave him alone. He says he understands, and yeah, he understands me, I understand him. So me and Progressive are cool, but you know, he's not getting mad. It's all right.
You know, it's fine. I don't need everyone get involved. I will prevail on my own. I am faithful of that. You know why? Because I got this guy. This guy gives me so much happiness. He helps me. He gives me deep pressure therapy. He's been learning, haven't you, Bubby? He licks my tears away when I cry, like right now. He is my most precious thing I have ever had the honor of meeting and getting to have in my life. And I truly think God gave him to me as a gift, because I always wanted a dog. I love you. I love you so much. When they talk about they're gonna kill you or take you, I get scared, yes. Because my dog is friendly. I mean, he's not friendly, but he could make the mistake of being friendly to the wrong person. You're not as skittish as you used to be when I first found you, because you've been around good people, and people love you and play with you and have other dogs you play with. I just hope you're okay. Yeah, get Hillbilly out of here. No, I'll check it out. Gnostic leaves YouTube. I'll check my IG too. I love you, buddy. I love you so much. I love you. I'll give you a hug. Squeeze. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. You ready to see the doctor? She likes you, you know that? I know you like her too. Both of y'all always have a good time together. I'm gonna take some of Martin's advice, and I'm gonna say right now, fuck you, Fusion. I ain't gonna cuss and block you out, Christy G. Just thank you for proving it was a enlightened watcher proven wrong yet again. Wanna act all big and bad and sly as Ted. I blocked him. I blocked him. I bet he probably knew it was a mirrored account. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I don't know why you'd think I'd block you. And they made me go to the point of tears for that shit. You're fucking evil. Every last one of you people that did this shit are evil. Gnostic leaves YouTube.
I'm gonna say it now, but I do want to say it in the interview. why couldn't of you have made your own song? Like, I'm not being mean at all, but
what are they talking about? This guy didn't leave YouTube, did he?
I'm recording with this microphone to devalue my life existence. I'm possibly leaving YouTube for good. I'm just laying in my bed right now. There's too much drama. There's a weird stalker guy that keeps commenting on my videos and people associated with me, which he's not that much of a big problem, but now I have drama with this group of people, and they're taking what I'm saying out of context, and now it's gotten to the point where I don't even want to fight with them anymore about this shit. So I'm possibly leaving YouTube. I mean,
fuck you, Original Ghost. You do want this dude to go. Fuck you. You piece of shit. I bet you they've been trolling him into thinking that I'm fucking stalking him. Guarantee you they are. Holy shit. Look what what the fuck was that?
Message for the day. Nobody can heal your shit for you. Okay? Nobody can heal your trust issues. Nobody can heal your broken heart. Okay? You will keep projecting those onto every single person you date. Message for the day.
Oh, fuck you, Ghost. Do you see what the shit he's... Like, he doesn't mind revealing... Oh, okay, I see the game you're playing, dude. Yeah, that was my ex. She cheated on me. That's why she's my ex. This man is going to kill himself on live stream. It's only a matter of time. Well, you know, you keep doxing me. Oh, and they tag my, he tags, this is your patient, and doxes me. Okay, glad that you're doing that, Bubba. I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna report you, piece of shit. I don't care. If anyone doxes himself as me. You're getting blocked. You're getting reported, Ghost. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do it. I will report you on live. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who calls it whatever. Ooh-yah. There you go. Have a good evening, Ghost. Piece of shit. Oh, he talks about me, does he? Yeah, I want to hear what he talks about because he doesn't know shit from Shinola. So let's hear it. And like he said, it's a neat channel you got. I'm sure Trolling's telling the truth. They're gonna blame this online stalker. I already know. He's gonna say it's me. I'm not stalking him.
There might be a chance I might come back for like health updates, but probably not. Yeah, everyone thinks I'm a hypochondriac anyways. That's so...
I made him a mod, for Christ's sakes.
Bullshit. A lot of the things that I suspected came out to be true. Can't find my other types of people. This is the main reason I'm just so fucking done with this shit. This is the main reason. Personality disorder, but I have multiple, like, interests and viewpoints. I don't know, but I'm just so fucking done with this shit. This is the main reason I'm quitting YouTube. It's mostly like a me kind of a thing, you know? Hopefully the audio comes out okay. I'm recording with a shitty microphone. Just...
You're coming out fine. I'm just glad you're blaming yourself and nobody else.
Just for the aesthetic. But
you should blame the people that's fucking with you. And, I mean, this is what's wrong. People are making people quit YouTube. Prime example.
Just to be... you know, whatever, devalue myself, but I'm just so done. Everything was going well until a group of people, I'm not even going to get into it, but I'm just so done getting into drama. You know, before this whole...
That group of people, me and you know very well, I know very well, you don't know them that well.
Drama thing, everything was going so good. Yeah, so I'm leaving YouTube. It's, no one's forcing me or anything. I felt like this before going to bed. So it's mostly me that's leaving, that's making me stay, and she got chest pain. And he would go back on the oxygen machine. I just can't do it. I don't want to be associated with this group. I don't even want to be associated with anyone anymore. Fuck it, I guess I could... Eternal Snow. No one. Maybe Corey. Maybe Corey's kind of cool. My friend. But I'm just done with everyone else. I don't know. I'm isolating myself. I'm playing PlayStation 4. Getting me out of context. I'm not gonna log back on here again. It's just people taking me out of context. You know, I had a video where I said something and I removed it, and then people were taking it out of context. I don't know. I was thinking about re-uploading it, but I don't know. It's just not even worth trying to prove it. But yeah. The end of Gnostic Mind Train, the end of Johnny. Oh, by the way, I might do one more lifting video, but if I do, it will... But that's all I had to say. This is the end.
He didn't say one thing about me.
I have drama with this group of people, and they're taking what I'm saying out of context, and now it's gotten to the point where I don't even want to fight with them anymore about this shit.
Well, that's why you ignore them, report them, and turn them into your local law enforcement, buddy, if you can. I hate to see that you're going Gnostic Mind Train, but can we get that guy out of here that said he said something about me? I hate when people lie. Ain't nothing worse than a liar and a thief. Ain't nothing worse, I've always been told, than a liar or a thief. This ain't nothing worse. I don't know. Enlightened Watcher made it some way to where he to where you can't download like his because I don't know why. He told me earlier. He said, "Watch my latest video." It didn't have anything to do with me, and he said, "You gonna download it?" Like I thought he was trying to say you might want to download it or something. So I went to the Enlightened Watchers page, right? Like this. This is before I went live earlier, before the whole bullshit happened over in the chat of slides. And it's like gaming and chill stream. Like he might have talked about me in some parts of it. I just haven't had the time to watch it. But I take the link and I go to this downloader, right, that I've always used to download YouTube videos. And it's funny because whenever I click to, well, maybe it'll work this time. It's like he had proofed it where you couldn't download it. Yeah, it says analysis. Yeah, it won't download. But I mean, you know, then again, if I download it here, it would download, but I don't want to download it. So why would I want to download this video, Enlightened Watcher? Like,
you're really hugging your teammate's ass right there? Why the fuck are you hugging your teammate's ass so much? Everything is peachy.
Everything is peachy. I ain't got nothing against you, Enlightened Watcher. I'm not trying to download your videos. I don't care. I mean, as long as you're not making videos about me, and if I can't download them with that software, I bet you I can download them another way. Let me just try something. I wonder. Like, I don't see how you could block your whole channel from, or block your video from being downloaded. You certainly can't block it from being screen recorded. Now you got me wanting to just see, what, like you got some hacking skills or something? You got some other type of skills with YouTube I don't know about? Apparently he does. Y'all see that? Okay, so you got a way to where people can't download your videos. I don't know why you would think I would want to or want to try to download them. But that's, you know, all that shows me is that now you could put videos up. You know, I mean, they could still be screenshot, but I mean, like, no one's trying to steal your stuff, dude. I didn't call myself a crew. I didn't call myself enlightened. What? I used one song maybe you've used on the stream before? I don't even know if I remember hearing it on your stream or not. But how come, let's see. I bet you. You know, I'd like to know how I'd like to know how you do it, but he don't want to be friends with me, right? Because I, at first, I made a reaction because I didn't appreciate how he was basically yelling at me in the camera on that stream. And then he started doing other stuff. Okay, so he's just made it to where he knows a way on how to make it to where you can't download the videos. What did you say about me?
This guy says, I don't copy you. I don't copy your content. Oh, and you don't know how to screen record. Well, you know, it's funny. Listen to this.
It's a non-copyrighted song, and it's good.
Squareworks Media. That sounds like my theme song that I was using for my intro. Wait, that is.
Well, if it was, I guess it can still be. Man, you're petty as fuck. I ain't gonna come out with merch copies. Trust and believe that. Dude, you know what? Oh, I'm already unsubscribed. Ah! Good. Fuck you. Piece of shit. I ain't got nothing against him, but he didn't have to be talking shit about me, alright? I ain't got no Facebook open. It's deactivated. Dude, why me? You keep saying your reaction to them abusing you is just what they want. Well, maybe it is what they want. You know what? That's sick. You know, any other regular YouTube channel, you know, you go to a video, you want to download it, you can download it if you want. Sometimes videos get taken down and stuff. It's important to have that there, because people like to lie and stuff. So, I guess everyone needs to realize now that, which I'm not even paying attention to him, so whatever, but just be aware, some people can make it to where you can't download their videos, so if it's important, you better screen record. That's all I'm saying. I have a screen recorder. I know how to screen record. I've got it. I've got your old video screen recorded. I took it down to prove that wasn't me that doxed you, dude. Now, you need to leave me alone. I'm done talking about you. For real. Holy shit.
This is the streamer IShowSpeed, and he's about to accidentally expose.
Yeah, he's also that crazy guy that said on the dating show to a girl, like, who gonna stop me? Like, basically saying to her, like, hey, if we was left on an island, I'll grape you. Like, really? Dude, that was fucking weird. Maybe it was a troll, who knows?
Been paid
Brownie,
to promote
especially for speed. Just for you. Paradox Crypto to the moon. Paradox Crypto to the moon.
Not only that, I actually ended up confronting the people behind all of this, and it didn't exactly go well. Advertising 10x to 100x, is that a get-rich-quick scheme? Yes or no?
No.
Now we're gonna get to all of this, but first, let's start at the beginning. In what started as a live stream to meet Cristiano Ronaldo and give away PS5s quickly turned into a nightmare after fans realized the meetup was fake and was being used to promote a scam. Literally, they used a fake Cristiano Ronaldo who couldn't play soccer and was wearing a Buy Paradox Crypto Coin t-shirt.
Wow, dude. And then he realizes the mic was on when he realized it was a scam. What do you expect, you know? And there's people subscribing to that guy. Oh shit, this is a good video. I like this channel. Shout out to They Will Kill You.
Number 7. Christopher Pulleys. A South Florida police officer faced 4 criminal charges in 2022 in the aftermath of a body cam recorded incident in which...
This is 7 cops who turned criminal. Hey little buddy, you okay? You okay? I love you. I know you're worried about daddy. He's been worried about his dad, guys. He really has. He's been, like, this morning for some reason, and the reason was, phone was ringing. As y'all know, can probably guess. But that's not why he was going at me. He's been seeing me deal with a lot of stress with the phone, and like he was literally like gnawing at me, like, and every time I would go to touch my phone, he would go at my hand and like, you know, shove it away. Like he almost wants to get me direct. You know, he wants to help save me by keeping me off the internet, and I understand. A lot of people say I should do that. But if I do that, I let them win, buddy. And I can't let them win.
It grabbed another officer by...
I can't let them win because they're criminal and they're wrong and they're vile and immoral and everything.
...the throat. On November the 19th of 2021, law enforcement in Sunrise had apprehended a suspect for a violent felony and placed him in the back of a police cruiser. Sergeant Christopher Pulleys started yelling at the handcuffed man while aiming a can of pepper spray at him. An unnamed female officer felt that his actions were unnecessarily aggressive. She approached Pulleys from behind and dragged him back by his belt in what was interpreted as an attempt to de-escalate the situation. The sergeant turned around, grabbed her by the throat, and pushed her back against another police
Holy
cruiser,
crap.
warning her not to touch him. He then let go, walked over to other officers at the scene and told them to turn off their body cams. Pulleys, a 21-year veteran of the department, was placed on desk duty 5 days after the incident and then suspended pending an investigation into his conduct. He was subsequently charged with felony battery on a law enforcement officer, felony tampering with evidence, misdemeanor assault on a law enforcement officer, and misdemeanor assault on a civilian. Pulleys pleaded not guilty to all of the charges during a hearing in July of 2022, with his subsequent court appearance set for the fall of that year. Number 6. Eric Kelly. As indicated by an internal affairs investigation, a homicide detective for the Memphis Police Department began a romantic relationship with a woman he'd arrested in connection to a killing in 2018. Bridget Stafford, whom documents identified as a gang member, had been charged by Officer Eric Kelly as an accessory after the fact to the 2017 first-degree murder of a man named Robert Glyden. She later told investigators that the policeman who'd arrested her in April of 2018 had made his intentions known early on.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know why, but if I don't have certain things organized, and I'm usually a mess, I have, like, I don't have ADHD, but I have organization. I forget what it's called. Hold on, guys.
Some of it's laziness, too. Stay out there, okay? You gonna wait for Grandpa? Okay. I needed to get that stuff done. I'm sorry, guys. Walked away from the stream, but couldn't find my hat. I want to wear it because even though I did take a shower this morning, Workyverse, because I know you're watching, that's what they're thinking right now. Oh, he didn't shower. He did blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
In an interrogation, Kelly reportedly asked,
I just like my hat better because I don't like my hair all the time, okay? I'm a hat guy.
Stafford if she was an escort or an exotic dancer. Gave her his card.
So wait, the first guy, wait, I missed it. I'm sorry, I fucked up. So the first one, an officer tried to de-escalate another officer from, probably actually trying to keep him from a lawsuit or being put on paid suspension while they review it and everything by Internal Affairs.
To de-escalate the situation.
And he grabs her by the throat.
Sergeant turned around, grabbed her by the throat, and pushed her back against.
Holy shit, that's a no. Whoa, went way too far.
Police cruiser, warning her not to touch him. He then let go, walked over to other officers at the scene and told them to turn off their body cams. Police, a 21-year veteran of the
that should be against policy. There should be no procedure where body cams get turned off. They could have not Internal Affairs, but it should be a citizen commission board of professionals that review, redact the body cam footage, and the only time the camera goes off is when the officer, they could make it to where the camera, like they could set up it to where they have to request it to go off for like break, bathroom, private call, something like that. But when they're out on an active scene, I don't think they should ever be able to turn that damn thing off.
Department was placed on desk duty 5 days after the incident and then suspended pending an investigation into his conduct. He was subsequently charged with felony battery on a law enforcement officer, felony tampering with evidence, misdemeanor assault on a law enforcement officer, and misdemeanor assault on a civilian. Police,
at least he was charged,
pleaded not guilty to all of the charges during
no surprise
in a hearing in July of 2022, with his subsequent court appearance set for the fall of that year.
Also, he just had his, I wonder what his verdict was.
Number 6, Eric Kelly. As indicated by an Internal Affairs investigation, a homicide detective for the Memphis Police Department began a romantic...
Holy shit, I'm from there. I'm from Memphis.
Romantic relationship with a woman he'd arrested in connection to a killing in...
Murder suspect, steamy relation... Oh my god.
2018. Bridget Stafford, whom documents identified as a gang member, had been charged by Officer Eric Kelly as an accessory after the fact to the 2017 first-degree murder of a man named Robert Glyden. She later told investigators that the policeman who'd arrested her in April had made his intentions known early on. During an interrogation, Kelly reportedly asked Stafford if she was an escort or an exotic dancer, gave her his card and told her to call him. A few months later, they began an affair at around the same time that Kelly was promoted to lieutenant. He had 2 different houses and gave Stafford the keys to his property in Midtown, where she stayed most of the time, as Kelly also had a girlfriend at the time. While in his home...
Oh wow, he had a girlfriend and her?
Stafford had access to his guns and took photos with them, which were later posted online. Kelly He helped her get a job as an exotic dancer, then sent her money for the outfits she needed at work. The woman reportedly used some of the cash to buy marijuana. Kelly also used city funds to take her on an out-of-town investigative trip to Alabama, where he was looking into a separate murder case. As an investigation into his relationship with Stafford was in its preliminary stages, Kelly secured his pension by abruptly retiring from the force in November of 2019. The following year, the scandal went public and the 50-year-old faced multiple charges of official misconduct. He admitted to have had an intimate relationship with Stafford, but the investigation found that he hadn't used his position to influence her ongoing case. His actions did, however, damage his credibility and ability to testify in other homicide investigations. To avoid jail time, Kelly eventually accepted a plea deal in 2021, admitting a misdemeanor count of misconduct and agreed never to return to law enforcement.
Wow. See how lucky they treat themselves?
Number 5. Shelby Cornelio. Law enforcement in St. Petersburg, Florida, conducted a traffic stop in the early hours of May the 17th of 2022. They identified the driver as 26-year-old Shelby Cornelio, who was a deputy for the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Cornelio exhibited signs of impairity that included slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, and being unsteady on her feet. She agreed to field sobriety tests but failed them, and officers found that her blood alcohol level was between 0.206 and 0.291, whereas the legal limit in the state was 0.08. Cornelio was charged with driving under the influence and taken to the Pinellas.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, she's a beautiful woman.
County Jail without incident. She had been working for the sheriff's office since 2018 and was...
Y'all know y'all like that pause. She a beautiful cop.
Part of its patrol...
Ex-cop.
Operations Bureau, but was immediately terminated following her arrest. Number 4. Jason DePrima. In the fall of 2022, Jason DePrima, the deputy chief of the Cartersville Police Department in Georgia, was visiting Orlando, Florida to attend the annual American Polygraph Association seminar. He didn't take his own vehicle, but one assigned to the...
Oh man, you know if fucking Sheriff Grady got you on a damn press conference, you did some fucked shit.
Department's undercover unit. Upon reaching his destination, 45-year-old DePrima contacted an escort whom he found in an ad and agreed to pay $120 for a full service of half an hour. Prior to the conversation, he'd been scammed out of $200 by another alleged escort. She'd asked for the picture of a Cash App card as proof of his ability to pay her, but then used the information he'd provided to take his money. DePrima's second...
Oh, he got scammed. And you know he didn't have the ego to take that shit as a L.
An attempt at eliciting escort services would, however, end much worse. The rendezvous took place at an undisclosed location, and the police officer brought $180, which was more than the asking price, as well as a pack of White Claw hard seltzer, which he gave to his illicit date. Unbeknownst to DePrima, the Polk County Sheriff's Office was in the midst of its week-long Operation Fall Hall 2, an undercover investigation aimed at finding and rescuing human trafficking victims.
Oh,
the woman
shit.
he thought was an escort was actually an undercover detective. On September the 1st of 2022, DePrima was arrested for soliciting escort services and was one of 160 people taken into custody during the operation.
160, bro. I tell you, if you're ever down in Sheriff Grady Judd's county, they don't play around there. Shout out to Sheriff Grady Judd. I love his press conferences.
DePrima, a graduate of the FBI Academy, was a well-respected officer in his community and had been with the Cartersville Police Department for nearly 3 decades.
Damn.
He was placed on administrative leave following his arrest, but ultimately resigned. Number 3.
Man.
Jeffrey Wharton. In 2020, New Mexico police officer Jeffrey Wharton of the Albuquerque Police Department unleashed a brutal attack on his girlfriend. Part of the assault...
Yeah, this was crazy. I saw this. What you guys are about to witness is...
was caught on the Ring doorbell camera of the couple's Rio Rancho residence, and it showed Wharton placing the woman in a chokehold and dragging her into the...
They cut his uniform off him.
Their home. She had to be hospitalized after being beaten so badly that
oh my God,
suffered a brain hemorrhage and multiple facial injuries. When Wharton showed up for his shift on February the 22nd, other officers informed him that they had a domestic violence warrant for him before placing him Under arrest in a body cam recorded incident, a female officer removed his service weapon, gun belt, and gear in what was interpreted by the media as the department underlining the embarrassment that Wharton had become for the force. His uniform was cut off his body with scissors while he was handcuffed. He was then escorted to a cruiser and taken to jail, where he'd spend the following 6 months as his trial unfolded. Wharton ultimately admitted aggravated battery and was spared further jail time after being given 3 years probation.
That's fucked up, dude. He beat his wife, girl, whatever, that much, and he gets probation. You guys know if that was any other dude in any other profession. Let's say he was a 3-year worker at the city as a city worker, government worker for 3 years and beat up. Do you think, hell, they might get a little special treatment too? But let's say he was a owner of a restaurant or something. Like, I doubt it, bro. I doubt it. There would have had to be some jail time in there for that. Like, you beat her so bad she went to the hospital and you get 3 years probation. Well, I guess if he's got nothing violent ever on his record, it can happen with the right lawyer. But that just goes to show you that the legal system has some serious, I don't know.
Number 2, Mikhail Popkov.
That's fucked up.
Based on the confessions made following his arrest, former police officer Mikhail Popkov is often regarded as Russia's most prolific serial killer. He was
mainly
active from 1992 to 2010 in his
92 to 2010. That's a decade.
Home city of Angarsk and the wider Irkutsk region in Siberia. Popkov preyed on his victims, all but one of whom were women, while wearing his official uniform and offering to give them lifts in his car late at night. The fact that he was a member of law enforcement played a significant role in him gaining their trust. He reportedly chose women whom he considered immoral and who physically resembled his alcoholic mother, who'd abused him as a child. Popkov drove the victims to remote locations where he forced them to undress. He then attacked them.
56 new women murders, taking total to 70. Rest in peace to those and their families. Holy shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Like, well, I bet Russia didn't play with his ass.
In extremely brutal fashion, using a variety of tools that included knives, axes, screwdrivers, or baseball bats. Popkov then had relations with the victims as they were dying or after they were dead before.
Okay, we can get past that. That's a little bit too much.
The werewolf. At home, the police officer was described as the perfect husband and suspicions.
I bet he was.
Lana M. clearly for.
I can tell by his name that he's got that ability.
Svetlana, who was then in her teens, to take off. This was archived, but Svetlana, for an off-road vehicle, that he committed the and he received.
Oh my God! Rest in peace to all those women. Good Lord Almighty! I don't even want to keep watching this dude. He makes me sick.
Rodriguez, aged 33, was arrested.
Kevin Rodriguez. Who is this dude? A Raleigh Police Department.
Kevin Rodriguez. North Carolina police officer Kevin Rodriguez.
Dealing drugs while on duty. Well,
arrested by his Raleigh colleagues in February of 2022 after being caught selling
just a year this next month.
Cocaine while on duty. The investigation had begun in November.
That voice, cocaine while on duty.
Of the previous year, when confidential sources tipped local law enforcement and the Drug Enforcement Agency that Rodriguez was a dealer. An informant then arranged to meet him for a transaction on January the 24th of 2022. According to a criminal complaint, Rodriguez arrived in uniform and with his duty firearm while driving a marked Raleigh patrol car.
You gotta be shitting me. He was reported to have turned
over 56 grams of cocaine in exchange for $2,600 in cash. The police officer was arrested on charges of drug distribution and possession of a firearm in a drug trafficking crime. At the time, he held the rank of field operations officer but was suspended without pay as an internal affairs investigation was underway. For his crimes, Rodriguez faced a minimum of 5 years in prison and a maximum of life in prison.
Wow.
Thanks for watching.
Guarantee you didn't get the life, though. Wow, wow, wow. So let's look at your comments. Hey, trolling. What are you talking about, D? Who did I start getting mad and talking shit to people? Y'all don't try to give me advice. If you're talking about, dude, you may not be a part of the Workyverse, but I've seen you chilling over there with them and stuff. And, like, you can't be a part of the same people and try to give me advice. You know what the advice is needed? I need to be able to be on this platform, and from now on, the little troll stuff come around, I can ignore them. They won't know all my info. They won't have that. But as long as the Workyverse keeps up all of, like, older vids maybe where stuff of mine got leaked on or something, if they have it. I don't know if they've got it that or not. But, you know, like, I tried to do everything I could to end everything with those guys and stop talking to them. They've and any video I got up about them, any video, even all the watch hours, I will gladly delete forever if I knew or had some reassurance that they were going to delete all their shit and just move on. Because they know that I'm not YouTube, you know, I'm only YouTube worthy in their eyes and to their people to be put on here. I'm only on YouTube to try to be a regular streamer. I'm a regular citizen. I'm not on probation. I'm not on parole. I'm not convicted of anything or been convicted besides, actually, now this is the first of the year that conviction's gone. So, you know, I don't have anything besides an old peace disturbance thing and some tickets and stuff. I'm not a criminal. So I don't deserve this bullshit. Did I come on the internet at first and maybe not know what I was doing and got way out of my lane, so to speak, in a way you could say? Sure, I did. And I take full responsibility for it, and I'm sorry. Okay, whatever dude, because this is all guys, and I mean, they got some people like Wacky Jackie, I guess, and there's this other girl, new account that shows a girl's profile and has been tagging me in videos trying to get me to respond. I just fucking report them. I don't come live and talk about you anymore. Like, you know, you told that I got to stop by the 6th, according to that little cease and desist by Fusion. So I still got another day, right? You know. But granted, y'all said the 6th. I had planned for the 7th. Y'all want to make it another day sooner? That's fine. On the 6th, starting, if any videos are uploaded or anything, they will not be about the Workyverse. Somebody gets brought up or someone brings something about them up in here, they get automatically can be banned by any mod. No chances, no timeouts, nothing. Now, if you come in here and you get rude or something, you get timed out. You know, if you come in here and you do something out of ignorance, whatever, you get a chance. You know, you come in here and whatever, you get a chance, and then you get banned if you do it again. But if you keep on any of this specific shit, which my mods are all aware of and stuff, they are being told and have the authority now to instantly ban you without question. I don't care if you was just doing it one time and you'll be cool. No, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to keep going back to that huge ass unblock list filled with troll accounts that these people have made to unblock people who are probably really these fucking damn people just to keep the shit going. Like, I'm not doing it. Sorry. Not sorry. If you're somebody that really wants to be tuned into the channel and somehow you got blocked because you was messing around or whatever, you can always make another account under that same account and use it just to come watch my videos or lives. You can always do that. Why me? That last couple comments, completely agree with. I know, I will move on. I know they're probably never going to delete it, but that's the thing why they're probably not going to stop the offline stuff. Like, they keep it up no matter what. Like as an example, like, you know, tomorrow when if I do anything tomorrow, I'll you know, I won't mention them or talk about them unless, of course, in the morning I get called when I'm not supposed to by people I've already told 1,000 times to stop calling our number. Like, my grandfather's had a lot of stuff to do, and obviously he hasn't, like, we haven't been able to get the numbers changed yet. I think that's mostly been a reluctance on his part, hoping that these people would stop, especially with him deciding to go on camera and whatnot. Either way, we are going to get them changed. We are. I want to see this. This is more of the body cam of the Moscow murderer. Alleged Moscow murderer. Let me make sure I say that.
Hello?
People were speculating that they were lucky they got a hold of him before he might have relived it with his parents or something, maybe alleging that he could have done the same thing to his parents. I don't think he would have, but you never know.
How you doing? How y'all doing today? Good, good. Take a look at your driver's license.
I can see he's definitely on edge, nervous.
Real quick, if I could.
He bit his lip and shook his head.
Right up on that van, man. You right up on the back end of that van. Pulled you over for tailgating. Is this your car? Okay. Cool. Where are you headed?
Well, we're coming from WSU. And we're standing early.
What's WSU?
Yeah, I go to the university basically. And we're listening to this incident that's occurring up there. It's a shooting incident. That is SWAT team and everything.
So we're okay. I'm having a hard time hearing you because of the traffic. So you're coming from Washington State University, and you're going where? Oh,
we're going to be going to Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
We're slightly punched because we're driving for hours.
Hours, days.
Hours to drive. Well, almost a day.
Okay. And what did you say about some SWAT team thing? Or
there was a mass shooting and everything.
Where?
Deflection. They're just trying to fill him up like they're regular citizens talking about a concerned mass shooting somewhat, something. His dad may be acting normal, but he just screams deflection. And you could tell he's like trying to size the officer up to see if the officer, does he already know? And he keeps, you notice that constant, he don't stay locked in with him because he is looking forward like, oh, he's looking at those other cars keep going. That's what he wants to do. He wants to keep getting away with it.
Interesting.
There it is again. There it is again.
Mm-hmm. So y'all work at the university there?
I actually do work there.
Oh.
PhD in criminal.
Okay.
There it is again. There it is again.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that incident. Just yesterday, or?
No, this happened this morning. About an hour and a half ago. We're still wrapping it up for investigating. I want not.
There it is again.
If they did shoot somebody.
Let's see.
And then you don't know about that actually. They were there, like shooting out of the window or something.
Interesting. Wow.
What is?
So do me a favor, don't follow too close, okay? All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, they didn't arrest him then? They let him go? Yeah. So they didn't get him there. See, the police were following him. This was a pretextual stop. That's why he wanted to repeat on camera. Somebody said that they were coming from WSU, 10 miles from UI. This cop was backed up by FBI all around him, but unseen. Probably a helicopter as well. Same with the subsequent stop. Brian is severely annoyed with his father here. The cop asked where they were going. B then said to get Thai food. Then his father volunteered the info about coming from WSU. Then B again said they were going to get Thai food, wanting to keep the focus there, but the cop focused like a laser on WSU since this was incriminating info and that was what the stop was for. The cop then, for evidentiary purposes, clarity of the record, wanted him to clearly repeat that they were coming from WSU, less than 10 miles from UI. This was a pretextual stop designed to elicit precisely this kind of incriminating information. This stop was golden and will be used at trial. The father volunteered the info about coming from less than 10 miles from the murder scene. This horrified Brian. At this point, he knew he was doomed. Hell yes. That's awesome. You gotta wonder, did he tell his dad, like, Dad, we're about to get stopped again?
Murder suspect Brian Christopher Kohberger is on his way to Idaho just hours after waiving extradition in a Pennsylvania courtroom. Sources close to Law and Crime Network say the accused killer is taking a private flight across the country, returning to the very county where the gruesome murders were committed. Once he lands, Kohberger will be booked in the Latah County Jail in Moscow, Idaho. The jail can hold up to 39 inmates, but right now holds only 23. Kohberger will make 24, though the accused murderer will be secluded from the rest of the inmate population. Kohberger will also apparently be provided specific food to satisfy his vegan diet. The jail cells are in the basement of the Latah.
Fuck his diet. That's what I say.
Where Kohberger is expected to make his initial appearance.
This is one of those crazy people that won't eat animals but will kill people.
After Kohberger appears in Latah County Court, a now sealed affidavit is expected to be unsealed. It's then that we will likely learn more about the murder investigation, what led up to Kohberger's arrest, and potentially even a motive in the crime. Long crime.
They had him body armor on. I bet you he's got a shock, I bet you he's got a Bundy brace on where he can't walk, that he can't run.
Continue to follow this high-profile case.
They call it a Bundy brace because the sheriff that first invented it was Ted Bundy's custodian.
Bring you the latest information as it comes in. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
I cannot believe this dude. This dude. Do they have the second stop? Tell me they got the dash cam or video of him getting. That's where cops let him go. Where is he's arrested? I guess they don't have the arrest footage released. Like we've seen him in custody, but we haven't seen him. Here's a briefing about the arrest. Let's watch that, guys, and I'll react to it. Hopefully I don't get fucking copyrighted. CBS, good lord.
The order of speakers is going to be our Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner, Colonel Robert Ivanchik, Major Christopher Paris, he's our Area 3 Commander, and First Assistant District Attorney of Monroe County, Mike Mancuso. After the speakers have finished, we will then take a handful of questions. Colonel Ivanchik.
If you guys want to use foul language in the chat, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to type it with like a star or whatever. I mean, like I'm trying to, like, you may hear me cuss in my videos. It's not trying to be hypocritical. I have that mainly on now. Maybe as I grow, sometime I can turn it off once these people leave me alone. But from now, I'm keeping it on. Just y'all be mindful of that, please. The ones that want to stay here.
Good afternoon. I'm Colonel Robert Ivanchik, Commissioner of the Pennsylvania State Police. While I monitored the investigation into the horrific murders of the University of Idaho students, I did not imagine the investigation would lead to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. My heart goes out to the families of the victims, their friends.
Manda, I want to say that right now too. Please, everyone pray for the families of the victims at the University of Idaho. This is a horrendous case. Nothing could be worse than what this monster, no less than could be termed, has done to these young individuals. And you don't have to support the team. I don't know what the, here. I don't know what happened to the one I had. That'll be good enough.
Of Moscow and the University of Idaho. No words can heal the pain associated with the loss of a child. Their young lives were ended far too soon. And
wow, dude. You said just the facts, Jack. The news article about your accident is very different than the story you tell. You were under the influence and you failed to yield. You've been blaming the Hogans, talking about evil. That is a lie. I will go to the article right now. Come on. Please load. Play. Let them see the news story.
Please welcome an absolutely new Crossout, a free-to-play multiplayer action game about battles in cool vehicles in a post-apocalyptic world.
Authorities are on the scene of a deadly crash in Pemiscot County. Troopers haven't said who was killed, but it happened on Highway 412 west of Hayti near Highway B. Now, we're told the westbound lane of 412 is blocked, so you're going to want to be ready to stop or find another route if you're headed that direction.
I was coming this way, or if you look at my mouse on the far left of the page, or no, yeah, that's that, yeah. My vehicle is the one next to the building there, and their vehicle was there, and they were crossing. It says 2 people were killed, another seriously injured in a crash in Pemiscot County at around 10 a.m. on Friday, May 13th. 10 a.m. Keep in mind, 10 a.m. According to the Missouri Highway Patrol, a 2015 Kia Soul failed to yield at the intersection of US 412 at Route B and Z. They say the Kia pulled into the path of a 2008 Pontiac G5. The driver of the Pontiac, this is where the articles mess up. It should say the driver of the Kia, 82-year-old Maxine Hogan of Deering, was pronounced dead at the scene by Pemiscot County Coroner James Brimhall. Rest in peace. He just passed away not too long ago. Her passenger, 86-year-old T.L., also of Deering, was flown to Memphis, Tennessee hospital first, where he later died. He was flown out before me. Troopers say the driver of the Kia, should say G5, 22-year-old me of Hayti, was seriously injured. He was airlifted to Memphis Hospital, and according to Highway Patrol, this is the 3rd deadly crash for the troop in May, and the 19th deadly crash in 2016.
nothing about under the influence. You know why? Because it's not in the report. Now, I'm not going to go out of my way to get you the report. I'm just going to make sure to block that person now for making me have to sit there and relook at that. Or making myself choose to do it. How about that? Since you didn't make me, I chose to do it. Bunch of bullshit. Make a page called Just the Facts, Jack. And they just make more and more pages all the time. Thank you, Ghetto Nun Clan. Thank you. It's the truth. If I could be unblocked by Slap that'd be nice too, since she is a subscriber of mine. It's kind of weird to be blocked by him.
Law enforcement, we understand the best thing we can do for victims and their families is to follow every lead, collect every piece of evidence, and bring those responsible to justice. I am proud of the members of the Pennsylvania State Police who were able to help in this investigation. The cooperative relationship between our local, state, and federal partners stands the test of time. The officers, troopers, and federal agents work together tirelessly, putting in long, difficult hours. Communication and cooperation are imperative to success and to ensure the integrity of the case remains maintained. The culmination of that cooperation ultimately led to take the suspect into custody and afforded the families some sense of peace they deserve. I want to thank the Moscow Police Department, the Idaho State Police, and our partners in the Federal Bureau of Investigation for their support, assistance, and coordination. I also want to recognize the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. And finally, I need to acknowledge the members of the Pennsylvania State Police, specifically members of Troop N, our Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and our Bureau of Emergency and Special Operations, who assisted in safely taking the suspect into custody in the early morning hours of December 30th.
Okay, so they took him into custody the early morning hours of December 30th.
As previously indicated by Chief James Fry of the Moscow Police Department, specific details regarding this investigation cannot be released until the suspect is extradited to Idaho and presented with the probable cause affidavit. At this time, I will turn the microphone over to Major Christopher Paris.
Then he'll have the option whether to bond over and waive preliminary hearing, or he'll probably request preliminary hearing. I just imagine he'll do it because I got a really eerie feeling we're going to see this guy try to defend himself or get a very good lawyer to help him as he does it. Could be wrong, but I think he may actually challenge these charges. He just seems like that type to me. I could be wrong. It's just speculation.
Commander of Area 3.
If he pleads guilty and takes full responsibility and gets on the stand or something, I'll be disgusted. But I wouldn't be surprised either.
Who was involved in the coordinated efforts to take the suspect into...
Something tells me he's not going to do that, though. I don't know what, but something tells me he's not going to just come clean.
Area 3 comprises troops F, P, N, and R, and is made up of 1,000 approximately of the women and men, civilian and enlisted.
So their troopers were the ones that first stopped him, I imagine, in that body cam.
Eastern part of Pennsylvania. I'd like to introduce to my left Captain Norm Kramer.
Good job, guys.
The commander of Troop N, Hazelton.
Good job.
Of Carbon,
I liked
Monroe,
your video. You guys
I would like to reiterate, as the Colonel said, that
Good job taking him in easy.
Any release of information
because he could have, you know, like, I'm kind of glad during that first traffic stop we saw they didn't arrest him. At first I was a little disappointed, like, if you got him right there, why not take him? But then again, he had his dad in the car. There was one officer, and he was on the opposite side. He wasn't on the suspect side. He had no way to keep that car from taking off. Dude could have crashed it, killed his dad, or, you know, so kudos to them for the plan of action they took into getting him.
Contained within the affidavits. So we're going to do our best today to talk about what phase we are currently in the investigation, and it has entered a new phase with the waiver for extradition, and the continuing primary goal is the seeking of justice through successful prosecution and conviction.
I'm surprised he waived extradition. I really am. I'm surprised he was that quick to waive extradition. But according to a video I seen on, and I know this guy isn't liked a lot by some people in Creek Squad or whatever, and I don't really watch him that much, but I did happen to see his video part of it on this. And that was Fat and Opinionated, aka Cinema Shogun. He talked about that he showed a video where a jail guard had said that Brian had been so far curled up in a ball on the floor, you know, looking at the wall. Like he hadn't said much to investigators, and he was not in a good state, basically.
Bearing the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So with that in mind, we're trying to balance.
Like, so Cinema Shogun was trying to say, like, I think he's actually in there thinking, oh shit, I wasn't as smart as I thought I was. I got caught. And this rings true also with the Crime Circus video stream reaction I did the other day, where Crime Circus, aka Drip Drop, goes into specific accounts on 4chan and Reddit that more than likely, and that since late December have not been active or made any other post, were Brian himself.
The public's desire for information against the need to maintain the integrity of the investigation and protect the suspects, accused at this point's due process. So I'll now attempt to give you an operational picture with the best information.
Yeah, this guy is alleged. That needs to be reiterated. This guy is alleged in custody, okay? He has due process, which means he's entitled to a fair trial under the United States Constitution, which means he's got the right to remain silent. He's got the right to a lawyer, a public defender if he cannot afford one. He's got the right to self-represent. He has the right to hear any offers from the state, make any counter offers. He has the right to plead not guilty and take it to trial. He has the right to waive everything and plead guilty and take whatever, throw himself at the mercy of the court. You know, those are all options on the table for him at this point.
I can release at the time. So this begins when the Pennsylvania State Police Bureau of Criminal Investigation troopers were contacted by the FBI about assisting with surveillance of the accused in this case. I'd like to take the opportunity to specifically thank several individuals. Special Agent in Charge Jackie McGuire and Assistant Special Agent in Charge Dave Carter from the Philadelphia Field Division, as well as Supervisory Special Agent Bill Vigorito of the Scranton RA. We're very lucky in PSP to have a collaborative relationship with the Bureau, both in Pennsylvania and beyond, and their people are...
So FBI was on this guy. Yeah, definitely. When the feds... that's why the first traffic stop, I guarantee that was a call the feds made. You know, if it was probably up to Pennsylvania, they would have taken him on that first traffic stop. But because of the other person, and, you know, you got civilians in the area and everything, and he's got that car, which is like basically a 5,000-pound freaking steel missile with the wrong person behind it, you know.
Absolutely excellent. So as the investigation progressed, Troop N Criminal Investigation Section, commanded by Captain Kramer over my left shoulder here, began to collaborate with authorities in Idaho. Specifically, I'd like to acknowledge Lieutenant James Curto, who was here today, Sergeant Anthony Ferdinand.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm spacing out.
And Corporal John Chulak, who is not present with us, and Troopers Leary and Knoll, who are here with us today. It was through this collaboration and the charges pending in Idaho that those troopers were able to obtain search warrants and a fugitive from justice warrant that was prepared here in Monroe County.
Okay, so they did everything that way.
For the location in Chestnut Hill Township and the fugitive from justice warrant for
So they had to get one on his dad's property
Mr. Koberger, respectively.
and a specific arrest warrant for him. That's how they chose to do
I'd
it.
like to acknowledge the Monroe County District Attorney.
So they didn't take him in from a traffic stop. They took him in officially.
David Christine, as well as First Assistant Mike Mancuso and their entire office, the support that we received.
And what I mean by officially different than just a traffic stop is they went to their, to the department and they drafted everything up because they 100% were alerted, I guess, by federal officials or the other state that was the guy. I mean, that was the car enough, so they were able to.
Absolutely excellent. Once those warrants were obtained, the Bureau of Emergency and Special Operations, BESO, coordinates our Special Emergency Response Team, CERT. They were selected to serve those warrants, the 3 search warrants and the fugitive from justice warrant. To define what CERT is, it's a full-time tactical team maintained by PSP to deal with high-risk warrant situations, barricades, and other incidents requiring specialized tactical training or other capabilities. From their perspective, we essentially task them to go out and serve a arrest warrant for someone accused of a quadruple murder. They're activated several hundred times a year throughout the Commonwealth. We don't typically hear of their work in a forum like this because they...
I'm still streaming.
Serve the warrant, the person's taken into custody, and they go about their assignment. They are the ultimate professionals. It's a volunteer team. They're highly trained and highly motivated. Captain Norm Kramer over my left shoulder was assigned as the top comm for the CERT activation, which means he was responsible for coordinating our tactical preparations.
Man, fucking.
So, tactical assets were then staged in the county, in Monroe County, into the evening of Thursday, December 29th, last Thursday. And in the early hours of Friday, December 30th, those warrants were executed at the location. Mr. Koberger was taken into custody without incident. The scene was turned over to the FBI Evidence Response Team for processing. Mr. Koberger was then turned over to the Monroe County Prison, where he has remained in their custody since. I'd like to thank the Monroe...
Oh, well, good job, guys. Good job. That's all I'm going to stream of that. Don't want to get struck or anything. Good job. What the fuck? What?
Robert, I need you to use your walker and come down the driveway to us, okay? Please come down the driveway to us. We can't come to you.
This guy shot his daughter. Oh my God. He shot her in the arm after an argument and came down in his walker and surrendered. Let's watch. Oh my God.
Just come slowly down the middle of the driveway.
Hey, so you're still going to be long cover? Or lethal, I'm so sorry. You're still going to be lethal? Hey, you still got cuffing. Hey, you still got my left lethal. Hey, just pick up a long cover right here with Dill. Okay. Jackson, yeah, give that up, bud. There we go.
Come on, Robert.
Hey,
Go into the middle of the driveway, Robert. Into the middle and come to me. He doesn't want to go past the pot.
Hey, if he just stays right there,
You want an app on there?
Nice and slow. We're going to move to app, okay?
Okay. He's going to fall off of that. Yep.
Is that a gun or a ball?
That is him
thing,
falling.
thing
Pop.
cracking. Okay.
Let's go to him before he
Yeah,
falls.
stand by. All units.
Poor guy's about to fall, for Christ's sake. Man.
Turn all your radios down. Let Coop
81 years old.
All right, tell me.
Man.
Wait a second, see what's going to happen. Can you give me that?
Okay. Come on, Robert. Keep coming. Where do you want him to, preferably right at the gate?
Man, if
or bring him all the way out?
Bring him all the way out. If he wants to come all the way out, let's bring him all the way out. Can anybody see what's in the basket? It looks like
Just looks like a bag and then like a plastic. It almost looks like a Tupperware container.
Okay. The big dog looks okay, but I don't trust it yet.
I don't trust that little dog in the backyard yet either.
Hey, I'm good. Just hold.
You're doing great, Robert. Keep coming, bud. Point of no return.
Yeah. So
This is sad, guys.
You got a what?
is that asking if that's the back brace he's wearing?
Hey, is that a back brace you're wearing?
Probably the guy's 81 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness, I'm sorry. I've been in the doctor's office all day.
I understand.
Man, I tell you.
Don't come in. I don't. Don't. You're pressing that against. You're press. I'm on live, and you're pressing that against the wall, Grandpa. Be careful.
Hey.
What? What are you happy about?
Don't you be threatening to do something to hurt yourself.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
The police chief thought you had. They come here and you didn't answer the door, you know. They were worried about you. He came to the doctor's office and talked to me. And he's real nice. He's afraid Ian might be trying to hurt himself.
Grandpa, I've been wow, that means they've called. I'm live right now.
They said you was live on them. You said they know you are. They can see that.
Why would they say that I'm threatening to hurt myself? I didn't say nothing about that. Because I was crying earlier about some stuff people were doing.
Well, I know. That's why they thought they was afraid that you might be trying to.
No.
He was concerned. Well,
Good Lord Almighty.
He was very concerned about it, and they had to do a bunch of stuff on me after that.
Oh, okay, well, get out of the. This is why I keep my room closed off from you. Why'd you come in here, Grandpa? Good Lord Almighty.
I'm not worried about you. Hey,
You don't have to be worried about me.
Hey, won't you call him and tell him if you know his number?
I don't know his number. Get it.
No, I'm in the police.
That's what I'm talking about. I'd have to call the station. I'll call the. That's fine. I was going to call them and give them the information of these. I was going to call them. Hey, I told them that I was going to call. Hey, I told them. Wow. Well, I had no idea. I never heard the police knock on the door. Bless my grandpa, you're right about that. I'm gonna call the police.
Yeah? Well, yeah, they really are trying to worry him to death. You got that right. That's alright. I hope you see now, Andrea, that I'm not a part of these people. Oh, shit. Not Andrea. Well, I got your name wrong. I thought you was Andrea. Ghetto Nun Clan, whoever you are, if Andrea's watching. Huh. I don't know why I called you Andrea. Let me see. They got it. That's what I'm saying. But it looks like that they might not have got a report. It looks like that they were just monitoring my live. Which I wouldn't imagine. I know he is. No, don't you try to call me right now, Fusion, or whoever you are. You stop calling. See, that's the problem with you guys. You guys think you can bully. They just tried to keep me from calling the police. No, I'm calling the police. They keep calling. Just back to back. And I can't get my call out to the police because they keep... Now I got it. Haha. Go ahead. Keep calling all you want to. Yeah, I thought they'd watch me too, but I guess they just watch and act on what they want to see. I'm gonna let them know that I got the information of two of these guys in this group, and I'm gonna let them know whenever they want to. They need to come and get it. And I'm sorry that I didn't answer the door. Why do you keep calling me back to back? Who is this? That was MC. That was MC. That's alright. You're blocked too now. It's because they know that I got MC and Fusion's information. And they're fucking... They don't like it. They don't like it one bit. Well... You guys are just going to have to stop calling me. I gave you chance after chance. I said I would forgive you for the holidays. I tried all that, and you still keep going. You just... You don't know when to stop. I would never hurt myself again coming up on my 3-year anniversary. No matter all the shit these people have put me through. I would never, ever hurt myself. And the way that people will treat me so childlike and refer to me as such, and then try to talk to me in a different way, it ought to show the gaslighting and manipulations not from here.
Andrea, I just, yeah, I hope you see there that that's a perfect example of me making the mistake of knowing somebody, and and that's dangerous, because what if I had known your whole name and I'd said your whole name or something? But that's my point, and I would never. That's why I stand down and double down that I know, and I know you already know, but I did not do that shit earlier today in Slap by Sly's Live. And people may think, well, you're nuts if you cried over all that shit. Dude, they tried to get a mob of people mad about me and even get some of my own mods to not like me. Do you understand how serious that can be? Especially, like, to someone who, for the past few months, you've done nothing but character assassinate and make people dislike and not trust me and so forth and so on, which makes me feel like I'm shit socially. So how do you think that makes me feel? Seriously. But still, I would never harm myself because of any of you jackasses. Not one of you. Maybe there is, but what's wrong with me choosing to do this? And you're just another example of why I would block you, and you're probably one of them, just so once I block you, you can say, oh, look, there's Squitler. But, I do other stuff than YouTube. But when I'm doing this, and I didn't even ask to come on here today. I had to come on here because you damn right, I'm going to defend my name. But you know what? Just because you brought that up, I'll tell you this, I'll be getting off soon. If you're still watching, that is. Yeah. I mean, I gotta be here for my grandpa. He's expecting me to get through, and not expecting, but more so is depending on me to get through school to where I can get back to actively working, and also, in the future, if need be here for him. So you damn right. Storm. You damn right. He was so happy, though, that, instead of the police barging in my damn door or anything today, they came and sought him out in our small community and checked in with him, and, so I am going to, if I can make right and apologize and make good with my police, then I'm going to, because it's just like I was telling that dude the other day that was talking about the cops. If we didn't have police in our society, we wouldn't have a society. But that doesn't mean that there aren't sometimes, like, and I've covered it on here, and I know that can get people thinking things, but it doesn't mean I don't support them. Oh yeah, you guys, the Courtney Clinty interrogation, they ripped it apart with body language experts. It called her like an ultimate narcissist for how she killed and then claimed self-defense and was, having the intent and expectation of being able to go home despite what she had done, even though she had heard that he was in the hospital and everything. It's just crazy. I'm trying to shake it off.
This might just be the time for some music. How about it? I think I'll play remix. Be right back for an intermission. Daniel, I see you, man. I'll be right back.
Dancing with the game, moonwalk on vinyl. Going down the great, I'm a Tennessee Titan. Tell them put my DNA in an airlock vial. Remembering the soul of a Southside rider in the SRT, burning keep on flower. Up in early 2000s in the nighttime hours, soul searching like my heart froze on a web browser. But the devil down under can't match this fire. Yeah, this level of an artist don't get much higher. Put my plain face on a plane, tell them go fly. This backwood magic, a lane with no traffic. Texas Cowboys and them Tennessee Bandits. I'm dying trying to live through the FM static. Dust covered in the attic, so the future gon' jam it. We immortal through the sound of a down south spirit, so the next generation can remember how we live it. With a pioneer, let it play forever. Heart bumping to the bass, a downhill legend. Got Kalani on the beat in a smoke-filled session. When we gone, I hope we get the tip O's in. Blood raps in gold, blowing smoke so electric. Ganja so gorgeous, call it 24 karat. Couple lone stars leaving all the dust trail balance. 808 to the kick, H-Town apparatus. Colors on point like a needle to a cactus. Caveman slab at the Chevrolet Palace. The sky's the limit, we the hip-hop atlas. Hometown all around us like a high school jacket. Turn the record to a black and let the black be silent. The giant's always quiet, never beat for advertisement. Till the beat drop out, add sauce, no diet. Wrapped up into a science, it's a heartstring aligned. Spotlight of a super moon, under the stars like Daniel Boone. Get it how I got it, yeah we got it, no spoon. So sick with it I became immune. Got too much shine, my mind a saloon. Like
Someone told the police that my grandpa was at the doctor's office, because I must have mentioned it in my live stream. And guys, I was on here crying and stuff because I didn't want people to believe me about being doxxed. I never once on any of this stream, not 1 minute, you go back and look, does it say anywhere, or me say anywhere, or even allege or hint to any harm. So, you guys keep trying to get me involuntarily committed and stuff. I'm already, if the police are watching, I hope they understand I already have a psychiatrist and see therapist, and these people aren't going to make me commit suicide. But the fact that you guys won't investigate them and stuff does bring me great, especially with them harassing my granddad and me, that brings me disharmony and makes me upset, yeah. But the dude said that I was, to my grandpa, the police said I'm on Facebook. My Facebook has been deactivated now for a few weeks. I'm only on YouTube. So see, like, the police here even mistake, they don't even know that much about YouTube if they're going to call it Facebook. I mean, seriously? That's not me trying to be any type of way. That's just like, what? I'm up on Facebook. I deactivated my Facebook for my family's sake. It's freaking messed up. No, Daniel, what it was earlier while I was streaming, I was so enclosed off that I didn't. They must have come by and not knocked that hard or rang the doorbell. They know one day when I was asleep here, they knew to come around. Why didn't? Yeah, I'm gonna ask my grandpa that. They could have came to this window any time, and this window would have been open, and they could have said my name. I don't buy it. I believe that they're trying to set me up to get me committed. Anyways, I'm gonna let the song play.
Like a blue bonnet, I vividly bloom. Forever at the bottom, entangled in rum. From the 615 to the 832.
Well, my grandpa's got about 10 calls today, y'all, and so have I, or more, so just keep that in mind. I'm just letting the people know that you've gotten 10 calls, and me too today. The police need to do their job. You know, they went to my grandfather at the hospital and said they came by here. The chief did and knocked, but I didn't answer. Well, I didn't hear him knock, and we got a doorbell, and they didn't ring the doorbell. And the other day when I was falling asleep and they came to the house, they knocked on the window. So, well, if the police are hearing it, then that's fine. I'm telling them I ain't got no problem with the police. But the police need to understand it's just these people that are stalking and ganging up on me and calling us and harassing us need to be dealt with. I'm fine. I've got psychiatric help and therapy. Sorry to break the news to you, but I ain't the one. Well, guys, that's just, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I ain't got no problem with you old school troll if you ain't bothering me. Oh, cool. Now I can, you know, I make, this thing records little clips from streams, like highlights, and I can upload them as shorts or whatever.
June, you're a genius.
Think it's a game. I came up from nothing, nigga. You can't tell me shit. Yeah, did it on my own. Take out my neck, take out my wrist. Yeah.
I swear I ain't never expected it to be like this. Now nigga getting rich. I swear every day we lit.
Yeah, every day we lit.
These are funny right here. The Mix Up. Shout out to the Mix Up.
My name is Dagburn Johnny Gobble. I've came all the way from Paintsville, Kentucky to expose the corruption in my hometown. It's my mayor and music artist Ryan Upchurch. They are the biggest corruption in my hometown. Them, along with Ryan's Creek Squad, are out to get me. They're on the interwebs harassing me, threatening me. I know they're gonna come for me. Can't y'all see? It's corruption. Corruption in my hometown. So I got a song that I made, well, Ryan made, to expose the corruption in my hometown.
Dagburn. 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 The people in my town and Wendy's are mean. Every time I walk in there, gobbling at me. And I know the fucking mayor got you to do it for free. And Upchurch drove here all the way from Tennessee. It's early in the morning and I'm climbing a tree just to watch the police while they're driving down the street. Then the neighbor called the damn 5-0 on me, cause I'm yelling so loud on my iPhone 3. I said, F you, Paintsville, Kentucky. The cops, the mayor, they're all trying to fuck me. And John Holbrook sent me a law book warrant for me. Then you're gonna have to come look. F you, Paintsville, Kentucky. F you, Paintsville, Kentucky.
Oh, you're gonna make me mess up my fucking...
I was higher than an astronaut when I was arguing with Mike in the cot. Zach Davison ain't a cop. Okay.
He was last week, but now he's not. Why is that? Oh, old shit. Y'all remember that shit.
What's up? What's up?
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
On today's show, we're going to talk to Johnny Gobble. Johnny Gobble thinks that the mayor of his town and music artist Ryan Upchurch are conspiring against him. He's made a YouTube page called Dagburn Johnny Gobble. Now, I've watched that channel, and it seems to be quite interesting. So, Dr. Phil, I came here today because my mayor in Paintsville and Ryan Upchurch and Mike Endicott and John Holbrook and a whole bunch of other YouTubers and all kinds of people been out to get me for months. And nobody wants to believe me. I've made videos now exposing this, and nobody, that it does not look like there's any sort of corruption. You keep saying the same things over. Why is it that you think that everybody is being paid by Ryan Upchurch? If that was the case, all these names you're listing, he wouldn't have much money left if all of them were on a salary. Well, I just know that everybody is being paid by Ryan. It's obvious.
Man, you got paid by Ryan's mom. I don't hate you, Johnny. Holy shit. When being a psychologist goes wrong, let's track this out. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. Let's continue.
Number 7. Catherine Fahey. On the night of February the 12th of 2008, New York City psychologist Catherine Fahey was viciously attacked.
Wow, they declared him unfit.
At her Upper East Side office. After one of her evening sessions, the 56-year-old was ambushed by a man who proceeded to hack her to death with a meat cleaver. Her colleague, Kent Shinback, attempted to intervene on her behalf but was consequently left with severe slash wounds to his face and neck. The assailant was identified as 39-year-old David Tarloff, who'd gone to the East 79th Street office that night with the intention of robbing Dr. Shinback. The latter had been involved in diagnosing Tarloff with schizophrenia back in 1991 and had reportedly arranged for him to be involuntarily institutionalized.
And these are psychologists, you guys. You know, I see a psychologist, but you know, these are the dark stories of psychology and stuff, man.
Tarloff's murder trial was scheduled for October of 2010, but a pair of psychiatrists found him mentally unfit, leading to a mistrial. A second trial was
he definitely looked unfit in that photo.
Set for
mentally.
March of 2013 in the state Supreme Court in Manhattan.
Not a joking matter. I apologize. Lord, please forgive me for that. Seriously, man, y'all, think of the victims' families before we go any further with this video. I should have done that at the beginning.
Please keep the victims that you see and their families in your thoughts and prayers. These are horrible, man. I forgot about being subscribed to this channel. That's all it talks about.
Charloff admitted to Voorhees' murder but sought to avoid jail time on the grounds of diminished responsibility. Following 10 days of contentious deliberations, the jury assigned to the case was left deadlocked on a decision. And this—
Are you serious? That sucks, man. Because he definitely looks like one of those ones that could be... I don't know.
Second mistrial was declared. Charloff's third and final trial unfolded in March of 2014. He was ultimately found guilty of first-degree murder as well as second-degree assault and was consequently sentenced to life without parole.
You know
Number
that?
6.
You keep licking me.
Stephen Pitt. A prominent forensic psychologist who consulted on a number of high-profile criminal cases was gunned down outside his Phoenix office.
Huh? You got food. You've been out. You've been OUTSIDE just a while ago. What's wrong? What's wrong? I think you just want some attention. I'll give you some. We'll go out for a walk, buddy, after I finish this video. This is going to be my last video for this stream.
May the 31st of 2018. According to eyewitness testimony, 59-year-old Stephen Pitt had gotten into a loud argument with someone near Scottsdale and Bell Roads at about 5:30 p.m. The shouting match was punctuated by the sound of gunshots, after which an adult male wearing a dark-colored hat with a short brim fled the area on foot. Pitt was later pronounced dead at the scene. A few days later, local police announced that they'd identified a suspect in Pitt's killing, as well as that of 5 others over the course of a multi-day shooting spree. The man, identified as Dwight Lamont Jones, was tracked down to an extended stay hotel in Scottsdale, where he ultimately took his own life as a tactical police team was preparing to enter his room and take him into custody.
Wow.
It subsequently emerged that Jones had been arrested on domestic violence charges.
Damn. Jones was seen dropping a package that contained Thomas's gun into a trash can. Wow.
Charges back in 2008 and 2009, which led to the demise of his marriage. Following bitter divorce and child custody proceedings, the man was left demoralized. He eventually came to the conclusion that he'd been...
Wow. Dude, that is horrible. He was a monster. Incident 1, 2, and 3.
Victim of a conspiracy involving his ex-wife, psychiatrists, lawyers, and the Maricopa County judicial system. Among the professionals Jones believed to have been involved was Pitt, who examined him in connection to his divorce. The other victims of Jones's shooting spree were a pair of paralegals, a counselor, and a psychologist, all of whom had been somehow associated with the man's divorce and custody battle. Prior to his death, Pitt had risen to prominence by working on the famous John Bennett Ramsey case, the Deer Creek Middle School shooting, and the investigation into the Columbine High School massacre.
Wow.
Number 5. Robert Child. Liverpool police were called to a home in the affluent suburb of Woolton on March the 6th of 2020. Neighbors had been alerted to the fact that the homeowner, 64-year-old Janice Child, was in some sort of distress by her dogs, who'd been barking incessantly. Child reportedly lived alone at the time, as her husband, who suffered from dementia, resided in an assisted living facility. Officers entered to find the woman's lifeless body discarded under the stairs in a blood-stained utility room. There were signs of trauma to her skull and face.
That's just horrific.
Later reported to have been inflicted by a hammer or some other similar weapon. The police subsequently visited the victim's 37-year-old son, Robert, to inform him of his mother's death. When officers arrived at his Wirral residence, he was out purchasing a luxury car with money that had been transferred from his mother's account.
Wow.
The previous day. A short time later, he returned home in a blue Jaguar and appeared shocked and upset when told of his mother's passing. However, investigators began to notice inconsistencies in Robert's testimony about his movements on the day of Janice's killing, and he was eventually arrested on suspicion of committing the murder himself. The man, who worked as a sports psychologist at the University of Liverpool, denied having killed his mother for financial gain and initially decided to bring his case to trial. Shortly before the commencement of the court proceedings, however, he entered a guilty plea to murder and was consequently sentenced to a minimum of 29 years behind bars.
Should have been live.
Number 4. Emily Dearden. New York real estate developer Kenneth Dearden awoke early one morning in November of 2013.
Police psychologist.
With severe pain in his jaw and found his wife, Emily, lying on the floor downstairs in their Yonkers residence. The woman told the police that someone had broken in the previous night and attacked them while they slept. Kenneth was brought to the hospital where doctors found a bullet lodged in his cheek. He underwent emergency surgery to remove the projectile and remained hospitalized for about a week while recovering. Investigators were immediately skeptical of Emily's home invasion claims, as there were no signs of forced entry and the house's security alarm hadn't been activated that night. It was subsequently determined that the bullet found in Kenneth's jaw matched the caliber of bullet from one of the pistols given to Emily by her parents, which were later found in the basement of the family home. On November the 21st, the woman, a former senior psychologist with the NYPD, was taken into custody on suspicion of attempting to murder her husband. The latter alleged that Emily's actions stemmed from an affair she was having with a Texas executive who'd urged her to end her marriage so that they could be together. She was held on a $150,000 bail, which she posted immediately. In February of 2017, Emily pleaded guilty to first-degree attempted assault, and during a sentencing hearing at Westchester County Court was sent to prison for 3.5 years, followed by 2.5 years of supervised release. Number 3.
A psychologist from the NYPD. You're kidding me.
Thomas
3 years?
Burchard. On the morning of March the 7th of 2019, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police were called to the location of a suspicious vehicle abandoned on a desert road near Lake Mead. Officers found the body of California psychologist Thomas Burchard in the trunk. The county coroner subsequently concluded that the 71-year-old man, who'd previously been reported missing by his longtime girlfriend, had been struck multiple times with a blunt object, later determined to have been a baseball bat. His cause of death was reported as blunt force trauma to the head. The car in which Burchard's remains were found belonged to a former Playboy model named Kelsey Turner, who'd never reported the vehicle missing or
Good Lord.
stolen to the authorities. Upon further investigation, the police learned that the doctor had gone to visit Turner in Las Vegas shortly before his disappearance. The man had reportedly been paying her rent as well as other bills for some time, but had recently indicated that he would no longer be lending her money. Investigators thus surmised that an argument had broken out between Burchard and Turner, which ultimately turned deadly. The psychiatrist, who worked at the community hospital of the Monterey Peninsula, had been ambushed by Turner and her boyfriend, John Logan Kennison, both of whom were arrested and charged with murder in the aftermath. For his role in Burchard's slaying, Kennison was sentenced to between 18 and 45 years in prison after pleading guilty to second-degree murder. Turner's trial was scheduled to begin in November of 2022. Today's topic was requested by Rhea the God, BC Vids 9, and Stephanie Sin. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below. Number 2. Carolyn Ekong. In the early hours of October the 14th of 2015, Delaware psychiatrist Carolyn E. Kong was found nude, lying in a pool of blood at her Hockessin home.
Wow. So much evil in this world, man. So much evil.
Autopsy later determined that the 55-year-old had succumbed to multiple stab wounds. Roughly 30 minutes after Ekong's daughter came upon her lifeless body, 21-year-old Christopher Frick dialed 911 and confessed to the murder. Frick detailed how he'd broken into his former psychiatrist's home and confronted her. A physical struggle ensued that culminated with him stabbing her multiple times. The young man, a mathematics student at the University of Delaware, was reported as having been diagnosed with a myriad of mental disorders, including autism spectrum disorder, psychosis, schizophrenia, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Ekong arranged for him to be committed to a psychiatric facility at the age of 18, after which he reportedly became obsessed with her, eventually plotting his revenge. In an online review of the...
Play the game over where? In JM's Live? What? I don't... That's why I don't watch or subscribe to any of them.
Institution Frick was sent to...
I unsubscribe from every single one of them, I think, and the ones I haven't, I will.
He wrote, "The person who imprisoned me was Caroline Ekong, whose ego is so large that she would never be able to admit doing something wrong." Following his 911 confession, Frick was taken into the custody...
Oh, I'll make sure to check out Slap by Slides, thank you.
...of Newcastle.
We're going to be ending the stream after this video, guys, and doing the ending anyways. I've streamed for a long time today, and it's been a hell of a day.
County police without further incident. He faced a slew of charges that included first-degree murder and possession of a deadly weapon during the commission of a felony. In September of 2016, Frick pleaded guilty to the latter counts, prompting prosecutors to drop the other 3 charges. He was consequently imprisoned for life, without the possibility of parole. Number 1. Myra Wilkes. A renowned South African psychologist was brutally murdered at her home in Johannesburg in October of 2019. 69-year-old Myra Wilkes, the former chair of the Psychological Society of South Africa, was a well-respected psychology professional, known for her academic research into hate crimes, trauma, and violence. On the night of her death, Frank Wilkes, her husband of 45 years, had gone to worship at a local synagogue, leaving her home alone. A gang of armed robbers climbed up onto the roof and removed some of the tiles, allowing them to drop down into the house and ambush Wilkes.
That is horrible. I mean, that is horrible. But yeah, let's end it. So other people are about to go live, they said. Well, I'm going to end it with a different song. I don't want someone thinking I'm copying them. I mean, I will make my own intro, but yeah, I'm just using different songs that don't really give me a copyright. This one doesn't. Alright, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the ones that support me, to the ones that hate me. You know where you can go. Peace out. I don't make you stay here recording or harassing me. That's you that does that. Have a good day, everyone. Peace.
With the game moon, walk on vinyl. Going down the grate, I'm a Tennessee Titan. Tell them put my DNA in an airlock vial. Remembering the soul of a Southside rider in a SRT, burning keep on flower. Up in early 2000s in the nighttime hours, soul searching like my heart froze on the web browser. But the devil down under can't match this fire. Yeah, this level of an artist don't get much higher. Put my plain face on a plane, tell them go fly. This backwood magic, a lane with no traffic. Texas Cowboys and them Tennessee Bandits. Dying trying to live through the FM static. Dust covered in the attic, so the future gon' jam it. We immortal through the sound of a down south spirit, so the next generation can remember how we live it. Got you in Going to the base of downhill legend. Got Kalani on the beat in a smoke-filled session. When we gone, I hope we get the tip O's in. Blood raps in gold, blowing smoke so electric. Ganja so gorgeous, call it 24 karat. Couple lone stars leaving on the dust trail. Balance 808 to the kick, H-Town apparatus.